Hello boos, it is I. Because, like I said in my last video, I'm a very opinionated person. I am back with another K-pop unpopular or popular opinions video. I don't know if my opinions could actually be considered unpopular or not, but in case I accidentally offend you, just know that was not my intention, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but please be civil. We should all know how to act like adults by now. Okay, let's go.
I don't think gay idols should come out.
The Korean society is still too narrow-minded to accept someone as gay. While this has been improving over the last couple of years, just watch videos from foreigners who live there. They all share the same idea that Koreans truly believe that homosexuality is not a thing in Korea, that gays and lesbians and LGBTQ+ people don't exist in Korea. I hope these idols get to be who they are one day, but for now I would prefer to see them safe from public ridicule and from being outcasted for their sexuality. If it's their choice to come out, I will 100% support them. But they shouldn't be forced to come out just because of you wanting to pry on their personal lives.
Stan Twitter has selective wokeness, and K-pop fans in general.
Listen, this is coming from a Zico stan. I've lived through times as a fan that I actually wanted to physically hurt him, JK, but for real. But, unlike most of you choose to believe, he actually apologized for most of what he has done and has shown signs of improvement. Is he still repeating mistakes? Yes. But he is learning, slowly, but he is. This was probably not the best example I could have gotten, but when I say Zico, I could number a bunch of other idols who also made ignorant mistakes but have shown signs of having changed their minds and learned with their mistakes. Yet, people are still so quick to drag these idols for anything and everything, but when someone tries to come up for their idols, they just freak out and act like their idols are the only exception that could learn from their mistakes. Well, take this as a lesson. If you don't judge yourself for who you were 2 years ago, last year or even last month, why do you believe you have the right to judge these idols? All people can learn and grow, and if you want to continuously drag idols over mistakes they have made in the past, at least don't be a hypocrite.
I don't think it's wrong for teenagers to call other teenagers hot.
Kids in middle school literally call each other hot all the time, and there's nothing wrong with it. There are some idols that are really young, that's true, but there are also some fans that are also really young. Why do you all act like a 15-year-old girl calling a 16-year-old boy hot is the absolute, most disgusting thing you have ever heard? When you were their age, didn't you think anyone was hot? It's wrong if it's adults saying these stuff, because, you know, pedophilia, but let kids be kids, dude, it's not that deep. And if you were really that concerned about but they wouldn't like to hear that, it would make them uncomfortable, then you would not call any idol, no matter how old, hot, because, guess what, they could also be uncomfortable about strangers calling them hot. They probably aren't, but they could be, so don't be an hypocrite, thanks.
Girl group fans versus boy groups fans. Doesn't even make sense.
Some people prefer boy groups and only stan boy groups, and some people prefer girl groups and only stan girl groups, and some people like both so they stan both. People have preferences, Alice, deal with it. Because not only is that 100% okay, but that also does not mean that boy groups are better than girl groups, or vice versa. Personal preferences and tastes are one thing. You might think but all BG songs are bad, and that's okay, that's your opinion. But that gives you no right to bash either girl groups or boy groups, as they work equally as hard and have equally as much talent and deserve respect as artists.
Your fave from a popular group is not underrated.
Sometimes truth hurts, and this is one of those cases. I've seen my ultimate bias group die in front of my eyes, and the only thing I could do was just sit and watch them disband because they got zero recognition for all their work. So, believe me, your underrated baby gets so much more attention than some idols ever will. He might be underappreciated inside his own group, but he will, thankfully and hopefully, never be underrated. Well, that is all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You woo. What are your unpopular or popular K-pop opinions? Do you agree or disagree with mine? Why? Let's talk.